Hello and welcome to another episode of Mic Drop, the weekly video series where we go over emerging and current marketing trends as it pertains to small and franchise businesses. I'm Mike Peters, online media director here at J. Miller Marketing, 16-year advertising industry veteran, and your host for today's episode. We are finishing up the 2009 predictions. I am back in my office because we are in a skeleton crew and there's not a lot of people in the office to help me set up and film in our little studio. Plus I forgot my camera at home, so I'm just going to use my iPhone and bust out these last projections or predictions because I'm sure you would hate to start your 2019 without knowing what I, Mike Peters, think is coming. So we've covered paid search, and we've covered social. So now I'm going to get out there and any other channels we haven't really talked about. What are some predictions I have for 2019? First, search directories, which have long been pushed as an avenue to SEO success. I think they will continue to see a decrease in their value in terms of overall organic rankings. Google has pushed them down in the past years, and last year they were lower on the importance scale, and this year they're even lower, and I think in 2019 they're going to continue to descend, and really it's not going to be about getting thousands of listings out there with the correct business information, but instead focusing on the listings that everybody actually uses. Facebook, Google Business, Yelps if you're like a restaurant or a hotel, those types of things, and maybe some local search directories if you have them, but focusing on all these hundreds if not thousands of search directories out there that you've never heard of and nobody ever actually uses, the ones that these search directory aggregators and these subscription services that are touting, pushing you out there to get you onto all of these directories, I don't think they're going to matter in 2019. Really, if you think about it, you're paying these search directory companies to create these links, and you're thus paying for links, something that Google absolutely despises. And so paying for these links are really a detriment to you. And so my recommendation going into 2019, do not subscribe to some sort of monthly service fee to keep your listings up across these thousands of sites. Instead, just focus on like the top 10 or top 12 search directories out there, the Googles, the Facebooks of the world. Really focus on Google because that's becoming the biggest ranking factor in local businesses, your Google business page. It's getting you onto Google Maps. It's getting you into the search results when people are searching on their mobile devices. So prioritize your Google business page, and then get into Facebook, maybe Yelp, maybe some local directories, but do not spend any sort of monthly subscription fee to get onto these hundreds or thousands of search directories just because it's a big number. It's a waste of your money, and it's not going to give you the value you want. So there you go, hard-hitting prediction number one, gone. Number two, you're going to start hearing more and more about blockchain being utilized for advertising. And if you're like most people out there, you're like, WTF is blockchain. So blockchain is the power behind all of these cryptocurrencies, the bitcoins of the world. It's all a blockchain. So what it is, it's an open public registry, so everybody has the same information, and so if somebody's information changes, fraud is easily detected because everybody else's public records say, oh, that's wrong. And so right now it's really powering a lot of cryptocurrency, but they're trying to figure out how to make it work for other things, and one of those being ad serving, so you can guarantee that you're getting the ad impressions that you're buying. And so it's still in the, I would say, incubator phase. There are a couple networks out there doing some blockchain stuff, and I don't think it's going to be widely popularized next year, but you are going to start hearing more about it. And so if you want to look cool at parties, you can drop some blockchain knowledge on them, and they'll be like, whoa, this guy is a marketing visionary. So pay attention to blockchain. Don't sleep on it. Bam! And then my last one, my biggest one, what I think is really going to start changing the way we do advertising. OTT and CTV advertising, that is over the top and connected television advertising, video advertising, is going to become the new mobile. And so if you remember the ramp into mobile, several years we were always, it's the year of mobile, it's the year of mobile, and finally it hit in 2017, I think. When more desktop traffic or more Google searches came from mobile devices than desktop devices. So I think we are making the shift from traditional TV, your cables, your spot, your network, all of that stuff is starting to shift as people cut the cords to over-the-top and connected television. So what, first you may ask, Mike, is over-the-top and connected television? So over-the-top television is when you're going over the top of the cable providers. So you're going over Comcast or AT&T. You are getting your content directly from like the Hulus of the world, Netflix, PlayStation Vue, Sling boxes, these things that are you're not even required to get into the Comcast of the world. You're still getting your content. So that's over the top television. So that is one place you can start placing your ads. And the other is connected television. So a lot of our TVs out there today are now what are called smart TVs. So you boot your TV up and now it naturally can talk. Sometimes they already come with like Netflix and Hulu and things like that already installed. And so that is a connected television. And so you can get your ads into that as well. And so why is this great? Well, one, cord cutting continues to be a trend. So you're going to find less and less reach in these traditional TV mediums, but also all of this fantastic targeting that we have for like our display ads and our YouTube ads and our paid search, this is going to start to become available on television. So now you can show your commercial, your 30-second, your 15-second commercial on a television, and then you can get conversion data. And so we're doing some stuff now where we can show ads on connected televisions, and then we can tell if that person came into your store. And so all of that, all of traditional television and really traditional broadcast mediums, radio too, have kind of existed with like, we're going to get you mass reach, but we're never going to know how well it did. Well, now you can, because we can track conversions. And then there's going to be cool opportunities in terms of cross-device tracking and ad serving. And so now we can serve an ad in your home to your phone, your mobile phone. And then if you jump off your mobile phone and you pick up your iPad while you're watching television, we can follow to that iPad. And then on the connected television or the over-the-top television, we can also serve an ad. And so we have complete cross-device coverage with our advertising. And so it's a really cool space. It's something I'm really interested in getting into. So be on the lookout for over-the-top connected television advertising, because it's going to become a thing next year. And if it doesn't next year, 2020, it's going to be huge. One word of caution I will tell you, it is a new medium, and it's requiring a lot of new technology to place and monitor and see all these conversions. And so typically you're going to see costs a lot higher. So if you're used to a traditional display buy being about $3 cost per thousand, with OTC CTV, you're going to look at more of like a $30. So it's a 10 times increase. But if you've been heavy into the broadcast channels and you want to see what this could do, $30 CPM is actually is way lower than what you would pay for hitting network television on like ABC or NBC or Fox or something like that. So OTC CTV is going to be the next big thing in 2019. That wraps up our predictions for next year. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a great New Year. I will be back next year. We're going to be celebrating the 1-year anniversary of doing these mic drops, probably sometime in the early spring, maybe. I think we're on like 40, 43, 44 or something here. So that'll be fun. Who knows what I'll do there. But as always, please comment, like, subscribe below. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what your New Year's plans are. Let me know what you think is going to happen in 2019 for marketing. And we'll talk about it. I would love to talk about your predictions as well, guys. So until then, consider this mic dropped for the entire year of 2018. Talk to you in 2019. Goodbye.